Hey everyone, how is everyone doing tonight? It's me, your host, Psychic K, the Intuitive Empath, stepping in for our girl Psychic Rose this week. But no worries, don't you worry, next week she'll be back on Thursday. We still have a lot of great show for you tonight. We're still going to make sure we have a lot of fun games. But let me go ahead and introduce some of the rules before we get started. Okay, so here on this platform, we do not do any health or legal questions, and those are for some of the obvious reasons. One, we are not licensed physicians, and two, we aren't able to give you some of the legal advice that you may need. So definitely make sure you leave those to the professionals to do, because we're not trying to get sued here. We also do not do general readings on this platform. You'll want to head over to mypsychicconnection.com and have one of those wonderful psychics be able to help you get deeper into your questions, because on here, general readings can kind of be very all over the place, and you may not want people to hear some of those things. As we are streaming on lots and lots of platforms, speaking of lots of platforms, make sure you all are liking, sharing, and subscribing all show long. And if you've enjoyed us, keep staying tuned. We have a lot of great content on YouTube as well. If you would like to be put on the list, know that we do 2-minute readings for free. Okay, but when the buzzer stops, the fun stops. Okay, so if you would like a more thorough reading, you could donate on Facebook or YouTube by simply clicking the link for a 3-minute, a 6-minute, a mini, a medium, or a mega. Remember, those megas skip the line, and the mini, medium, mega have no time limit. So it's as long as it takes for me to get the message and answer the questions that you may have. So make sure you all click on those links if you would like a more thorough reading. Every donation that we get for this month, $1 of it goes to a pride organization. So not only do you get to help us, we help the world. It's a wonderful cause, and you get a great reading. We, of course, have our emoji game later on in the night. So make sure you all are sharing those emojis all night long, because Journey will be on later, as he loves to do, and pop in and say hello and give someone a great reading. So make sure you're sharing all types of emojis. Remember, my emoji is the green heart emoji. Also, we can do some rainbows or what have you for pride. I love it. We're also going to do our crystal corner, our Alice card, and we have my Guess the Tarot card game as well. So I pulled one tarot card at the beginning of the show. Folks in the back know which card it is. So make sure all night long, you're also sending in what card you think it is. If no one gets it, about halfway through the show, I'll go ahead and drop a hint to see if you're able to guess it. It could be any of the tarot cards. You will also win a wonderful reading. All right. Now, I think we've got all the... Oh, India says, hey, sis. Hey, girl. Very proud of you. Thank you. I hope you're well. I'm great, Amanda. I hope you're doing good. Oh, I love all this love. Energy says, yay, it's Kay. Hi, Energy. We're going to talk about the wonderful psychics that are also on this platform a little bit later. I love the love here tonight. I love the love you all are showing. Remember, spreading a little bit of love, it can go a long way. You never know what one great comment you may say that may change someone's life. Speaking of comments, you all know I'm the quote girl. And if you don't know, now you know. So make sure you share those quotes all night long. I'll be looking for Journey to trip me up sometime here later in the show, because he always has a great one to make me laugh. But if you all have an inspirational quote, a funny quote, a movie quote, heck, a quote from a song that you like, feel free to go ahead and pop that in the comments and share those, because, again, you never know, one little quote that might brighten someone's day, change someone's perspective, or even give someone a little bit of a boost of inspiration that they may be needing. We have got all of the junk out of the way, right? All the serious conversations. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into our first question. Hi, Gemma. Gemma says, I feel things are definitely going in the right direction now with Adam. I'm feeling much more relaxed. Do you think we'll end up living together, or at least near each other? We live 4 hours apart. All right. But I'd love to move to his area, and he owns his house there. Thank you. No problem, Gemma. Now let's see what we get if you'll be moving. I see some cards already jumping for you. We already got jumpers. Now, here's the thing. I feel as though you're going to have an option here. I don't think that it's just necessarily going to be cut and dry that you move there or he moves there. I actually kind of get the inclination that you two may be kind of trying to figure out something that'll work together. Now, this is not right away, okay? This will take a little bit of time, but first off, we get your Two of Wands and we have our Seven of Cups, which is indicating you're going to have more options than just this one. You're also going to have more decisions to make behind this. So, don't just expect to jump from one place to the other, but I definitely feel like you guys are going to move closer. I love this because you got your Nine of Pentacles and your Seven of Pentacles, which is, kind of working in that great harmony, building for what you want, waiting, planting those seeds now. So understand you guys are going to have some conversations probably here in the upcoming months as to what you want to do. I feel as though you'll temporarily move with him, but I feel like on the long haul, I think you guys are going to grab some sort of property together. There is a huge energy here. You got the World card that comes out, which is showing completion. So you're absolutely going to have the thing that you desire, but I would not expect that move to be right away as far as, just to his house or together. Give it a little bit of time, but I do see it happening. And I definitely hope that helps, Gemma. Thank you so much for your wonderful question. Of course, it's always lovely to see you on here. And I'm sending you lots of love and motivation as well. That was a great question. I absolutely love, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit. I love how people are wanting right now to build those connections with the relationships and the people around them. One of the major things I'm kind of getting lately is people asking about transitional movements with their partners or dynamic changes in the relationships. People really trying to strengthen and grow the relationships, which I have the perfect crystal for that, but we'll talk about that, like I said, a little later. So there's a lot of great things you can kind of channel into your relationships. Gemma, definitely continue to stay optimistic and be very positive. And girl, you get to start shopping. Who doesn't love to shop for a new house? I like shopping just for food, let alone for a house. So enjoy that. We're going to go ahead and get into our next question. Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Audrey says, hey there. So Wes didn't propose that weekend. I had a party, ... Just checking if he has plans to this Saturday at my dad's big party or on the boat during a dinner with his friend Cal. Don't want to be surprised. You don't want to be surprised. Oh, Audrey. Let's see what we get. See, I didn't want to be surprised either whenever I got engaged. Slight regrets now, but I mean, obviously, I'm not married anymore. All right, so we've got your Knight of Cups, your Queen of Cups, and your Strength. I do not feel as though it's going to happen at Dad's. I feel like it'll be somewhere else because we do get that Strength card. Could be neither, but that's good. It's great you have an open mind. You're being optimistic about it. So Strength card comes out, which can indicate that it probably won't be this upcoming week as you're hoping. However, I do feel as though it's going to be an event where there are friends and family that are around. We not only get our Queen of Cups, we get our Knight of Cups. And the thing that I really, really love about these are just beautiful energies. I love this. The thing that I do love about this is with that Queen of Cups, there's an importance of you having the proper people around in his mindset. So I feel as though this is going to be something that happens where you are supported with a lot of friends and family. I actually feel as though people already know and maybe have been helping him with the plans. You mentioned a friend. Now, I don't necessarily feel like it'll be perhaps maybe on that boat, but I feel like that friend has an idea or maybe helping with the conception. I don't feel like your engagement is too far off by any means, honey. More than likely, it'd probably be within the next few weeks, if not sooner, but it definitely feels very imminent. And there's a whole lot of thought process being put into this. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. And I always tell you, but here's a quote. You stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That was perfect time. I couldn't end it on a better bell, if you will. So I definitely hope that helps, Audrey. And I think this is engagement season because, again, today you're like my fourth person coming this way talking about engagements. So I hope we see some wedding bells. Audrey says, all good. You're so welcome. I hope that definitely helps. I can't wait to hear about your great news on your engagement. Journey. Here he is with a quote. I'm sick of following my dreams, man. I'm just going to ask where they're going and hook up with them later. I like that. Where are you guys going so I don't have to go seek you out? Can we do that? I don't know. I feel like Spirit's a little bit harsh. I feel like Spirit's like, nah, we're going to make it happen when we want it to happen, right? Let's make sure we're sharing those emojis. If you all would like one of those readings from Journey later, you got to share those emojis. Make sure you're sharing, and subscribing across all the platforms. If you would like to get a question in, make sure you log on to YouTube or Facebook and click that link. If you would like to donate for a donated read, we have a 3-minute, a 6-minute, a mini, a medium, and a mega. You can find those links here on Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you're also submitting those answers for which tarot card that I picked. That could be any of them. I'll give you a hint. It is a minor arcana this week and not a major arcana. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and jump into our next question. Taylor says, hello. What are Habib's intentions with me after reconnecting? Ghosted him. He's a Scorpio. Thanks. All right. I like the cherries. Does that have a special meaning? Or is that just an emoji just to throw into the emoji contest? Let's see what his intentions are. All right. So there seems to be a want or a desire to, they are coming, honey. A want or a desire to fix something that's happened in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and presume that you all had some sort of history that's here. Seems like there's a thing here of not recognizing what you all had before and is now like, listen, I see what I've lost, or I see what there was potential in. If it wasn't a loss, but I see what there's a potential in, and I want to kind of reclaim that. There was a sense of stability that comes for you. You seem to present almost as a better option. I feel heavy in regards of saying like that option energy. I feel like there was definitely some sort of either stumbles or mistakes or an opportunity that was missed in regards to you two. And now it's like, hey, I want to do whatever I can, or I want to try to figure this out so that I can make things kind of go more in my favor. So I don't even feel like, though you're saying like, listen, I may have ghosted or whatever else, I feel as though this person is going to try to actively kind of get back. Now, that being said, just because they want to get back in does not mean that they're the best option to get back with. I'll say that. However, I'll say that energy is very strong in regards to, you got the Fool, you got the Sun card. Definitely want to see where this will go. Wants to give this a fresh opportunity. Wants to see if there's longevity in this and if this is something that you really want. But I'll say the intentions do seem pure. But I almost feel like the energy is not quite ready. Like, I feel like there's something that's off that still needs worked on, and no less, instead of the emotional reactions, like the stingy, well, you said Scorpio, the stingy energies that kind of come in. I feel like those are communication things that, if that is something you want to work out in the long haul, but that is up to you. Okay. So I definitely hope that helps. And just like a key piece of advice to anyone who's out there listening, whether you're, watching or listening on the radio, understand this: people are always going to come back into our lives, but we have the option of if we want them to stay there and if we want to keep them there. Just because someone presents as one does not mean that they are the most favorable one or that they're aligned to you. Because sometimes we get in relationships like, oh, this person keeps coming back around. Maybe they're meant for us. But sometimes that could be the person who drives us off the deep end. Trust me, I know. Listen, you gotta learn your lesson somewhere in this life. Chase your dreams, like Journey says. Let's make sure we're sharing those emojis, like sharing and subscribing, and keying in those tarot cards if you want to play the game. Don't forget, you can click the links if you would like to go in for a donated read. Energy says, attitude is the little thing that makes a big difference, by Winston Churchill. I agree. I 100% agree. Journey says, clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence in society. I got no side commentary on that one. You got that. I'll go ahead and jump into our next question. Diana says, when will I be in a relationship? So Diana, let's see first if you will get into a relationship, and then we will see when. Okay. All right. So I don't see right away, it does not look like there's something that comes up. However, will you get into a relationship? Yeah, you do get your 6 of Wands. That is confirmation. To me, we're looking more toward the fall season. So for me in America here, that would be around that late end of August, maybe early September, October timeframe. I feel as though this energy presents to be very dominant, probably someone who has their affairs in order, may have high energy, meaning can sometimes be a little rough around the edges, maybe a little sarcastic in the humor, things like that, but seems to be good natured, has good intentions, things of that nature. We do get our Nine of Cups, a Nine of Cups, and our 5 of Wands. So we're that 5 of Wands where it can come out as a conflict card. We have this here, which is more so someone who is kind of using their words or using their mindset towards their own agenda. So that's where I was saying you may have a little bit of a harsher time with like the tones, the words, things like that. But the compassion is there. That's a huge thing that we want to see. Sometimes people are a little bit rough around the edges in the way they present to other people, but the way they are in relationships is very different. That's where the key difference is. So just kind of giving you some characteristics. I do kind of get some earthy energy as well. This may be someone who is currently in a relationship and is trying to exit or will soon be exiting, which is why they're not making that appearance to you as of yet. We do get that 4 of Cups, so they're not in the happiest of situations. So when you come in, understand that there may be some healing and maybe even some growth that they have to do as well. So be patient. Just because, again, you will get into something doesn't mean that it's perfect right in that moment, but it is something that looks like it has some potential. That bell just cut me on off today. I hope that helps, Diana. It is time for Crystal Corner. Wow, today I happen to be wearing my crystal, so I'm going to actually take it off. You all see me with this all the time. This is a unakite. Okay, this is a unakite crystal. Now, unakite is good for your heart chakra, but also your third eye. Now, let's talk about it. So, unakite is oftentimes made into jewelry, such as this piece, necklaces, bracelets, rings, because of the surface is very, very smooth, though it is considered a rare crystal. If you do not see this pink part in your unakite, that is no longer considered unakite. So those are what they consider fakes, which is also something I'm going to incorporate into other crystal corners, talking about how you can note a fake or a real crystal, because I think that's important as well. You guys know all about that cleansing. This is not one that you want to leave out in the sun for too long, though you can charge it in the sunlight for the day. This is not one you want to leave to high ends of that exposure of the sun, because then it will damage your crystal and it will not be of any use really anymore. This is good for healing. So you'll want to place it on or near the body parts that are having aches, pains, what have you, or may have some sense of medical conditions. This is the one you want to just kind of hold towards that. This is a great one. How we were talking earlier for relationships. It brings relationship balance, emotional balance, peace, harmony to relationships. This is a great one for fertility as well. It's known to bond you with your baby and to have a healthy and happy baby. So this is also one that's highly recommended on those ends. It has just a lot of the healing for the emotional traumas. You're someone, we talked about this before we were at Jasper, who has been through like kind of domestic violence or things like that. This is one of those ones that heals whatever hurt energies that come in. One of my absolute favorites. You guys literally see me wear it all of the time. And this will be one that stays with me. This is also a great crystal for the Scorpio element, speaking of Scorpios, as it has that emotional bonding there. So one of my favorites, obviously you all see me wear it. I love to wear it. So Speaking of wearing things, what crystals do you all like to wear? What is your wearable jewelry pieces? What's your heart chakra pieces? What's one that helps you with emotional balance? Go ahead and share what you wear, what you like, what you have on you. What's one of your favorite wearable pieces? And let's see what we get. But this is mine, Unikite. So I hope you all learned a little something new with the Crystal Corner. All right, let's dive into another question. Brolick says, hi, I hope I said your name right. Hi, I currently have some tenants next door who have been disturbing the neighbors with their loud music. So I'm wondering, will there be a resolution to this issue at all, or is it a dead end? All right. Let's see. So I kind of feel like these people are going to continue to take advantage of a situation. That's not, I actually don't see it end in sight, not anytime soon. It almost seems as if there's going to be something that kind of happens that could be someone in the management, the housing development, something of that nature, kind of feeling like they're out of a certain option and they're almost more so forced into this. Now, the awareness is there, okay? They know exactly what's going on, and I feel like to me, it's almost like they don't care. The people seem to almost want to be provoking some sort of reaction. We have this perception change. We have the 5 wands. So we have the hangman. We have the 5 wands. These people are like deliberately just, they don't care. They're trying to stir up conflict. And I feel like it's only a situation that's going to kind of progress. Here's what my suggestion would be. Maybe just try to get to a sense of where you're feeling like, you know, there may be some sort of guidelines or some sort of boundaries or expectations you can kind of throw that way. See if they would be open-minded to that. But to be quite honest, I feel as though there's just going to kind of be a shift that happens where those people will not be there for the longer end of things. I don't even see almost a renewal of things in their aspects. So they're going to kind of continue to do what they do, unfortunately, and it does seem very intentional, but you can only do what you can do. And like I said, maybe there's something there that'll be like, because it seems almost more on the business side of things that there's something that's going to kind of be worked out so that won't be an issue. So I do hope that helps. Sorry that you guys are going through all that. I definitely know what it's like to have the noisy neighbors. I used to live in like these apartments. There was like 3 of them all, or 4 of us all up there, and I'm not the big party girl. I mean, I used to be sometimes. I'm not the big party girl. I'm like, quiet lady, I want to read my books. Chelsea says Celestine. And we see amethyst from Amanda. Oh, we're sharing our crystals. Angelique says an oval quartz necklace pendant. Oh, I love these. My favorite ever is, I don't think I've heard of this, Enhandra agate, just having ancient water in there. I love it. Well, now that is one I'm definitely going to have to look up, Chelsea. That sounds really cool, actually. There's a couple of pieces that I've seen lately that really have caught my eye. I cannot wait to bring them on here and introduce. And like, I keep wanting to say last week, it was just Monday. But like on Mondays, like that was my first time interacting with that crystal. And so if you all have any wonderful ideas or any crystals you are thinking about, you can always definitely submit those in. And we would love, love, love to try to get some fresh crystals on here for everyone to learn about. And Angel says an oval quartz necklace pendant. One of my best friends wears one of those, so I love that. And she has a ring of this. I'm pointing at this, ain't it? But she has a ring as well. All right, let's jump into our next question. Amanda says, "Do I need to leave my home with wife for while?" Do I need to leave my home with wife for a while to get better? I've been staying very sick and unwell. Seems here that don't matter and getting no help to get better from her. Okay, so do you need to leave your wife for a bit for things to get better for you? Okay, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get, Amanda. Okay, so I don't necessarily feel as though you need to leave per se, so much as you need I almost want to say you almost need to set your foot down. There has to be, you entered into this and there's supposed to be equalness. So look, this Six of Pentacles comes out first. And I feel like this is a big message for you, honey. It's in sickness and in health. It's till death do us part, right? You're supposed to be my partner. You're supposed to be the person who's giving all of this. And if this is something you can't give me, then this is something I need to fully walk away from. But your cards hold a strong message because you have this Knight of Pentacles too, which is saying you've got to stay focused. You've got to stick your roots in, and you've got to make sure that this thing is done, because you can't just take a moment and step away right now. Because if you do that, I don't feel as though things are going to heal properly. I don't think you guys are going to be able to get past those things. You have to stick through it in those tough times so that you can see those long-term results. I feel as though really there's a boundary that needs to be set. I feel like you need to speak up for yourself. The Page of Wands is indicating there's maybe new ways you need to go about things, but speak from your heart, okay? Take time, maybe if you want to write things out for 3 days and see, does my mind change? Is there anything I need to add? Is there anything I need to go into this? But there is help that can be there. And I feel like she has the love that she can give. Okay. But I feel like maybe there's just a maybe even reaching out to someone that's close to you all to kind of mediate, or even seeing if there's, counseling, anything like that can kind of help you. Okay. I know that's definitely a difficult situation. I am hoping you feel better, sending you lots and lots of healing energies, and the best in your situation. Okay. I definitely hope that helps. Chelsea says, yes, when it forms, it traps water inside of it. The water dates back ancient times. You can see the water bubble. That sounds really cool, Chelsea. Journey has those and loves those. Oh, I want to get that crystal. So I'm going to be looking that crystal up. I want it. Amanda says, okay, thank you, hon. No problem. I definitely hope you feel better the next time I see you, Amanda. Sending lots and lots of healing energies. We're going to send some hearts up for my girl, Amanda, okay? And let's make sure we're sharing and subscribing. We have lots and lots of great content all week long. So let's talk about it. Tomorrow night is Friday. That is the VIP shows, okay? And you have got to go onto YouTube, because it is exclusive content there. You've got to go on journeyryanlive.com to go ahead and purchase your ticket. And you will see the wonderful, I believe it's Psychic Squirrel. See, now look at me forgetting my show notes. And on Monday, we have me at 10 p.m., Kay the Intuitive Empath, followed by Psychic Squirrel at 11 p.m. She is going to be doing the mythology of astrology on kids. Thank you. It was Squirrel. Mythology of astrology for Cancers at 11 p.m. on Monday night. Tuesdays, we've got the lovely Energy at 10 p.m. Wednesdays, we have We Psychic 3, which is Energy, myself, and Psychic Rose. On Thursdays, it is the Cackling, which is Zen with Rose. And then Friday, again, VIP shows. So make sure you all stay tuned all week long. We have lots and lots of great content being filmed for YouTube. We've got Cassie the Card Slinger doing the card of the day. We've got the transits with Skrill. We've got Energy with her teacups. We've got Journey. Everybody's on there. So if you guys have not subscribed to YouTube, get your butt over there and subscribe to YouTube. What are you waiting on? We also have the My Psychic Connection website with psychics who are there 24/7, ready and available to answer your questions. And don't forget, you can also check us out on Life 9 magazine, where yours truly writes some articles. We are on the June edition right now. And don't worry, July 1st, we've got new content coming out as well. So I'm super, super excited. We've got lots and lots of content. Make sure you all are checking us out, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Make sure you're sharing those emojis, because coming up soon, we will have the emoji winner. We are going to jump into our next question. Chelsea says, hello. Hello, Chelsea. What does my house buying process look like? As in, can you see what kind of house? And also time span. Ooh. These are the ones I love, where I get to use my intuition. Okay. As far as it goes, here's the house that I see. Okay. I see a house that has a lot of light that comes into it. Ooh, I'm about to get very specific here. So you're going to have not huge picture windows, but I almost see like there's double windows in a room. So when you come into your living room, the living room seems a bigger span to me, like 2 windows here, 2 down here. You'll make way into like a bigger eating area, because it seems almost like you'll share like a dining kitchen area that's almost meshed together. I see a wooden trellis, so kind of where like your bar area would be, if you will. Carpet. The carpet doesn't look like a standard color carpet to me. So not like a gray or a white, almost seems like it has a little bit of a darker tone, like a bluish in it. And I feel like your timeline of moving would be within the next, I would say 6 to 8 months, if not a little bit sooner. It seems almost to do with where you're moving. That seems to be more of where the divide is. It's almost nailing down a place. Not so much of like the financial aspects or, you know, even work, anything like that. It's so much just like where the area is, location. I keep hearing like a dog. So either you have a dog or somebody who's going to be by you is probably going to have a dog nearby. And then there's the walkway. Oh my gosh, so detailed. There's a walkway that leads up, bushes up front. So I feel like you're going to have a house. This isn't going to be just like an apartment or something. This is a house because there's a porch. Oh, I could do this all day. I definitely see an awning as well. And I feel like you're also going to have a yard to cut. So look forward to a move. Coming here within the next few months. You're going to be a busy person. I love these moving. Yeah, we're going to need a big old housewarming party for all you moving people. Okay. And we'll see if we can find me a house too. I hope that helps. And good luck with your move and your shopping. Journey says, I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. Amanda says, get busy living or get busy dying. Ooh, now that, I'm going to write that one down. Get busy living or get busy. I love that. Love, love, love that. Game time. All right. So, did we have a winner for the Guess the Tarot card? I don't think we do. Okay. So, 8 of Wands. There we go. Amanda, 8 of Wands. All right. So, you guessed correctly on the tarot card, and that was the 8 of Wands. So, we are going to go ahead and give you a reading. Let's see what we get for you, Amanda. We're going to do general energy of any message that you may need to hear. And congratulations for being the second winner of the tarot card game. And I didn't even have to give you that many hits. All right. So, Amanda, we have our, ooh, you actually have really good cards that come out. So you have your 2 of Cups, you have your Knight of Wands, and you have your 3 of Pentacles that come out, okay? So, now, with this can indicate that there is harmony or balance that is going to need or will be coming into your relationship. Now, the 3 of Pentacles indicates this is definitely something where you two will have to work on it together. With this Knight of Wands that I like with this is an action card. So someone is going to actively make decisions to do something better. And I see this here with this 10 of Cups, which is that emotional fulfillment. So where something may have been lacking, where we may have been, Amanda says, yay, where we have been on different terms. And I want you to really take in the essence of this 10 of Cups, right? You see how one's the shark and one is kind of like the plants and the fish. So you're not always meant to see eye to eye with your partner. There's going to be some things that disconnect. But remember, the things that have the disharmony are the things that actually mesh together and give you the harmony. 2 opposites, right? The opposites attract, and with good reason. I feel as though your relationship is going to be growing and it has some depth still to grow. You guys are still building and learning each other, and you guys are still trying to figure out what works in the flow of things. I feel as though this is a strong indication that things are going to get better. So if you were looking for a message on Is my situation going to get better? Is there anything that can improve? What can we do to improve it? This is it, honey. It's saying, yes, it can, but there has to be a lot of active action and work that happens. And you have to work together. That is the hugest part here. So that doesn't mean just one person isolating, fixing one thing, and the other person isolating, fix something else. No, no, no. We have to work on it together. We have to both communicate. We have to both take the time, and we have to remember what brings us together. Where did this love start? And that's a huge part in relationships, is remembering what brought us here. Why are we attracted? What do we love about them? And let's thrive off of that instead of what we see, that list of what we can't and what we don't and what we won't do anymore, right? Let's figure out how to work together, because when we first get with someone, right, what do? We have so much patience. We have so much patience, and we make so many excuses. Well, maybe they were having a bad day, or maybe they just don't know, or maybe I have to show them this, right? And we have to have that patience all the way throughout. So I'm going to say this, you definitely have some better things coming ahead for you all. Amanda says, yes, it's a big thing we need to do is come together and stuff. Yeah. You guys do have that upcoming, but I will say this, huge part of this Knight of Wands energy, which is action. Taking the action. So that means standing up for yourself. That means asserting what it is that your expectations are, what your lines are and what they aren't, and what you can do and what they can do to help harmonize your relationship. All right. So I hope that reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for participating in the game. That was a great time. All right. Let's make sure we're like, sharing, and subscribing. Sharing those emojis, share. And if you would like to donate for a more in-depth reading, you can simply click the links on Facebook or YouTube and donate for a 3-minute, a 6-minute, a mini, a medium, or a mega. And $1 of every donation does go to your pride organization. Amanda says, yes, thank you, hon. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for playing. All right, we'll take another question. Laura says, hello. What's the near future's energy for me and Uriel? We are both Capricorns. I am a Capricorn too. So hello, my fellow Capricorn. Capricorns, plural. I love a Capricorn. We're so grounded. All right, let's see what we get. So your first, and they're coming. All right, so first we get our Knight of Swords and we get our Emperor. Oh, this makes sense. So we see not too much changes. We see more so stability or such coming forth with you two. I feel as though there's I almost want to say conversations or information or things like that that'll kind of come in, which will help solidify things for you too. We also get our Two of Cups that comes out. So to me, there's more harmony or balance that may be coming in, where right now there may be some things that are uncertain, or there are some things where maybe you guys are still trying to figure out or work through in certain ways. That Knight of Swords is also very quick energy. So whatever dynamic you have, there's things that are going to be shifting and changing. And that's coming in quickly. But for me, this is really good for you. I think that this gives you guys a certain level of clarity. I think it brings you guys together in a stronger sense. I keep getting this huge energy of like you guys getting to a better mental state. But like wherever there's been some sort of disconnect, or wherever there's been some things where you've been uncertain of, or you two haven't been able to quite address, maybe you're not even seeing eye to eye. I just feel like there's a huge shift in that dynamic because the communication seems really different. And like I said, the information that seems, wow, look at this, the Empress comes out too. So, I mean, literally matching energies. So I feel like there's a huge sense of change and a balance that comes for you guys. I feel like you guys are going to see or be able to see your future more long-term. So maybe making more plans as to what you all want together, maybe building or setting certain expectations for the long haul. But you guys definitely have more, I would say more coming together, more stability that seems more present. And that's fast coming energy. So keep your minds open to that. And also don't be afraid of changes. Don't fear the unknown, because sometimes we have to be like, oh, this is kind of yucky to get to the brighter edge. You know what I'm saying? To see that what is it, the light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. And I understand sometimes as Capricorns, we can kind of be set in our ways. Yeah, believe me, I know it. But be open to change, because it looks like you two are going to get there. And you guys do have a sense of stability coming in, but there's definitely some communication or things that are going to be changing. So I definitely hope that helps. And I'm sending you good intentions here. All right. Do we have any more quotes? Some emojis to share? Oh, I think I seen a question. Well, I can take the next question. I think I seen one pop up. India says, what will happen from here when it comes to Trayvon? Well, let's take a look, India. Let's see what will happen with Trayvon. Ooh, okay. Ooh. All right. So huge energy of like new beginnings coming in. Holy heck. All right. So you get your Page of Cups. You get your Knight of Cups. You get your World, you get your Star, you get your Empress. Lots and lots of energy coming out. So one thing that I would say is that it seems like he feels like he's going to want to like either solidify something or lock something down. There's a huge sense of not wanting to share. What's his is his. That's, I mean, look at our cups. Look at how they're holding on to like, this is mine. I'm claiming it. You all definitely seem to, I don't know. It almost seems like there's a shift in the balance. So maybe you'll notice more acts of love coming from him. It's like he seems to want to build a future or want some sense of stability with you. I mean, that Empress, he's kind of seeing you. The Empress is a mothering card, someone who there's no indication of going anywhere for a long period of time. I mean, like I said, when I'm telling you, it's almost like there's a huge sense of him feeling like this is mine. It's his, and he has no intention of fully letting you go. So even if you wanted to, I don't think you could. But there's a lot of hope here, I would say, for the long haul. But note too, with that Knight of Cups, sometimes their energy can be very back and forth because they're romantics. I want to do something. I want to be all the way invested. But I can also lose interest at times too. So right now, I would say that interest is solely focused fully on you. And he seems to really be all about you. But I'll say this man is not one who's wanting to share you by any means. So if you're looking to go somewhere, you're not. I hope that helps. You gotta love the people who are like, you're not, if I can't have you, nobody can. Like he's one who's like, I'm all in. If this is mine, nobody can have you. And then especially with those Empress energies that come out. I love when the Empress comes out in readings, especially for love readings or relationship readings, or when people want to see how something's going. Those Empress and Emperor, I mean, those are solid points. Those are saying, hey, we want this for the long haul. We're willing to put some effort into it as well, which is huge because those earthy signs are willing to put the work in. They're willing to make certain changes, though they can be very stubborn. Me. All right, we've got our emoji contest winner. It is Angel K. And now, without further ado, here is Journey.
All right, Angel K. Let's go ahead and take a look. Thank you for all those beautiful emojis that you put out there. She put, yay! All right, let's see what these beautiful messages have from the Sacred Forest. Let's go ahead and pull some cards for you. I'm shuffling up right now. Let's go ahead and take our first card. Our first card is flexibility. With this showing me here with your situation and your flexibility, it's showing me here you're going to have to be a little bit more flexible than you typically would. So it feels like you're going to have to bend a little bit more. You're going to have to stretch yourself just a little bit further than you would have typically happened, because the things that you're looking to get done are not going to happen quite in the way you would like them to, or in the time frames that you would like them to. So it will stretch out. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to stay that way forever, but right now it's telling you to be a little bit more flexible. With that, you will find yourself if you allow yourself to have that flexibility that you need right now at this time, you'll find yourself with more energy and the chance and opportunity to manifest what you're looking for in a stronger and more reasonable fashion. The reason that you have to be more flexible right now is the universe is letting you know, if you wait, the divine timing, you will get what you want. But if you do not and try to force things to happen, you're going to find yourself cut off, not exactly what you're looking for, and you're going to find yourself without the energy in which you need in order to pursue yourself to go further and to make things happen the way you would like them to happen. So, with that being said, giving yourself that flexibility, it's going to bring forth that energy. Now, all of a sudden, bam, you've got the growth. You got everything you need lined up. So allow yourself to be more flexible. You'll receive the energy from the divine universe. And I'm going to tell you that divine timing is going to give you that time to provide yourself with that energy. When you get that energy, you're going to grow. There's so much growth before you. She goes, oh, that makes so much sense. Good, because this is the time that you need to allow yourself to be flexible, even though it can be frustrating. Frustration, don't let it get the best of you, because it'll force you to want to do something that you need to wait on. It's going to give you the energy that you need. It's going to give you the perfect timing. And with that perfect timing, you'll find yourself with growth. Thank you so much for all those beautiful emojis. And I'm going to pass you back over to Kay.
That was a wonderful reading. Thank you so much, Journey. Journey says, Ned. I was waiting for it. Journey says, Ned, I would love to stand here and talk with you, but I'm not going to. Phil Connors, Bill Murray, Groundhog Day. Visions of it's Elise. Hi, Elise. Elise says, hey, my love. Good to see you smiling. Love, okaying, all beautiful. Girl, you're beautiful. Looking all beautiful. This is I love Elise. Elise is one of the psychics on my psychic connection. We can't wait to see her. Angel says, thank you. Journey says, you're welcome. All right, we're gonna get into our next question. Cindy says, good evening. Does my friend Jay still want this connection with me? Let's see, Cindy. Let's see. All right. So I do feel like, yes, your friend does still want the connection, but it seems like it's very difficult. Holy heck. So it seems like there's a lot that's kind of either going on or taking place here. We're seeing just almost like a huge sense of having to step back, but the Queen of Cups does come out. This does indicate that there is still, a connection, and that there is still, care and compassion that's there. Cindy says, or as he blocked me, I'm Pisces and he's Libra. I don't feel like this is necessarily a block or anything like that, as so much as he's feeling blocked. He's kind of got some heavy times, heavy things about it. Seems like he's very preoccupied. Seems like, there's a guard that seems to be up. Seems like he's isolating, and this doesn't even just seem like it's from you. Four of Swords and a Hermit card comes out. I feel like there's kind of shutting down energy that may be due to news or information or things that are kind of throwing the balance off in their life. There's a lot, I would say there's a lot of energy without diving too much into, their situation, but there seems to be a lot that's going on. Cindy says Cancer he has. Yeah. And, that's difficult. So, I mean, literally all of these, honey, are just kind of strongly indicating like, I'm needing to take my step back. I'm needing to push myself away because I'm not happy. Or I've got a lot that I'm trying to figure out or go through. So I don't think that this is a blocking of you so much as a blocking of everyone. I'm blocking everything out. It's almost like I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have to face it. So therefore, it's almost easier to shut everything and everyone else out, right? Does that make sense? It almost seems like it's difficult to either come to terms with things or to deal with things, and doesn't want to necessarily show weakness, I guess I would say. Doesn't want to show that there's any real pain or suffering there. So I would just say, just continue to keep your head up, and sending lots of positive energies and intentions that way. Okay. Cindy says, okay. All right, honey. I definitely hope that helps. That's a tough one. All right. So I believe it is time for Alice. So we're going to go ahead and do an Alice card for you all. I went ahead and I actually pulled 2 Alice cards. This is the second time this happened this week. So we have a moment's regret and use your time well. Okay. So now these cards really, really, really play hand in hand. So I love Alice because Alice walks us through kind of her journey and helps us to correlate where we need to be at in our life or kind of what's going on and gives advice and guidance. So this is for the collective to whomever that this may hit. Okay. So a moment's regret. Okay. This is idolizing the past and fearing that you've made a mistake of some sort. Okay. This card comes when you're sitting there reflecting on what shoulda, coulda, woulda been. You're reflecting on past situations or past people instead of focusing on what you have right in front of you, the here and the now. Remember, you can never go back to yesterday. You can't do anything that you did 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, but you can do something about now, which is where this use your time well card comes out. Okay. You need to make every single moment that you have count. We had, that guidance earlier, quote that was given, right? And you have to live now. You have to live in the here and now. You can't live in the past. A lot of times we get stuck on the things that we wish we could have did or the way our life used to pan out or why we're here now, instead of thinking about all the beautiful blessings that we have in front of us. Listen, everybody has a story. Doesn't mean that your story is not greater than the other. Doesn't mean that it's not harder than someone else's, but we all have one. It's up to us to utilize our stories for the best good that we can. I know a lot of people who have suffered, me, myself as well. We have, emotional issues, relationship issues, health issues, but we get up and we make the best of it, and sometimes it's hard to get up and make the best of it. But, I realized sometimes your story, sometimes your energy, sometimes your light can really change someone's day. And just making the best of your day, making the best of whatever moment you have, creating whatever it is you can in this moment, that can truly, truly make a difference. So my advice here for you all is don't linger on what was or what could have been. Stay focused in the here and now, what you can do to make a change, because you literally never know the lives that you may affect by just one small deed. Okay. So that is our guidance from Alice, and we definitely hope that helps. All right. If you enjoyed that Alice card, make sure you share some of those emojis. Green heart emojis are mine. We are going to dive into another question. Angel says, on one of the last shows, I asked why I always had interactions with ghosts and was told I was open, and someone else mentioned being an empath. I'd like to embrace this. What are safe ways to do so? Okay. All right. So, honey, one big thing about interacting with any spirits, whatever you may want to call them or believe them in, you always want to protect yourself and be very careful. Even I would say even the best of mediums, right, know how to open and close their circle. So make sure you're always thanking your guides, your spirits who are protecting you, who are around you, and make sure your energy is protected, and make sure you always close out. That is one huge thing, and that is not just for you, that's for everyone. You never want anything lingering on you. But a great way to open up your gifts, especially those psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, it's just practice, honey. Practice makes perfect. One intuition game that I like to do is pick a card and try to see what card comes out. Try to put my intuition on it. I'm sure you see those crystal games. Mind games, things that open up your mind, meditations, things like that. Now, again, not everybody can jump right in and meditate, so don't think that you can do it right away. Reading, looking up on things, just grabbing some tools, practicing with them, different divination tools, whether that be tarot, whether that be pendulum, whether that be runes, whatever it is that you're into. You want to just get your practice in there. With empath abilities, though, you're definitely going to want to make sure you know how to separate your own emotions from everybody else. So that's a big thing. A lot of times you don't know why suddenly you're feeling sick or you got a headache and you're like, I've been perfectly fine, or you're in a really bad mood. You don't know why. Being able to separate and identify, these are my feelings and these are someone else. Greatest message you can ever be as an empath, seriously. Finding the and definitely get you a mentor. Okay. All right, honey. I definitely hope that helps. I could talk spiritual gifts and things all day. That is so much fun. I hope you all are enjoying the show, liking, sharing, and subscribing, leaving those emojis even still just for support. And of course, you can always send your questions in. We have time for one last question. Delphine says, hello, do you see my finances getting better? Please and thank you. Well, thank you for such a beautiful question. And I love the politeness as well. Let's see about your finances. All right. So right now we do see some obstacles or blocks that are there, but these are things that will end. Right now, I would say be kind of mindful of maybe where you're spending or where you're investing certain things. As we do see, there's kind of this whole, we have that Eight of Swords, Three of Swords, which is indicating there's still some more obstacles. There's still some more tough times, definitely some decisions that you may need to make upcoming in regards to maybe making sure this is good. So this is so that this can be better. But we do see things changing. I love the Death card. Death card is definitely indicating an end of a cycle, as well as the thing, Ten of Swords. So the end of one cycle and we're going into something else. I love this because there definitely seems to be a lot more fulfillment and abundance that does seem to come your way. I would look no further than the end of July, kind of beginning of August time for you. I definitely see things changing and relatively quickly. I love our Eight of Wands that comes out. And it also seems as though you'll have support. So if you have a partner or something else, it seems like they'll kind of get a boost or increase as well. And if not having a partner, then someone who's close to you who may be able to help or boost things in your direction. So, I mean, you definitely have some changes that are coming financially, and this seems to be in a better direction. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Definitely be wise with what your decisions are upcoming. All right. I cannot believe how fast this time flies. Another hour going down. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure you all stay tuned all week long, right? So Friday, tomorrow night, we have Psychic Scroll on the VIP show. You must go over to journeyryanlive.com to get your tickets. That is exclusive content to YouTube only. Of course, you can still watch the show, but if you would like to get that reading, you will definitely need to tap in for that. On Mondays, of course, Sunday we have a benefit show for a family that's in need that has lost things due to a natural disaster. So please tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will see a bunch of us psychics on there. We're going to definitely be looking to help that family in need. We know My Psychic Connection loves to support and to help charities and the families and people who are affected. So please tune in Sunday and check that show out. Okay. Monday, you will see me again here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by Psychic Scroll with the mythology of astrology on Cancer. Such an exciting content to check out there. Tuesday, we have Psychic Energy at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, we have We Psychics 3 with myself, Energy, and Psychic Rose. Of course, on Thursdays, we have the Cackling, which is then with Psychic Rose. You guys, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Add them into the comments. We love all the love here. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful night.